Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is Brittany Lene. How are y'all doing? Okay, right. Listen, episodes 14 and 15. I think it's something maybe I'm doing wrong. One of them won't load all of the way, and then the other loads up, but then it's like it's getting taken down immediately. I'm new to YouTube, babe. I don't know. It's maybe something that I'm doing, but right now I can't worry about that. I'm trying to get last night's episode review out before tonight's episode with the ladies in Casa. This episode picks up after Kata talks to Caleb, and her and Zach was doing a little whoop-de-doo. Casey and Anaya are chatting. She asked him how he's feeling. He's saying that he feels good. The challenge was fun, but he's not understanding Bryce's reasoning for saying that he's like the villain. So Anaya comes up and she says, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be straightforward. I do find it weird that you were the only one rooting for her. And she was asking, like, had she stayed, would he be willing to go and explore her? He says yes, blah blah blah, right? So she kind of just like, okay. And he's like, but I know how you are. Oh, he was saying something like, well, you don't have anything to worry about. She was like, I mean, I didn't say that. And he was like, well, no, I know how you are. And he was just like, I'm gonna have to explore, and you're gonna have to be okay with that, essentially. I get that, but it just seems like you're being vague. Like, yes, you're telling her, no, I'm good, X, Y, and Z. Okay, cool. But it seems like you're being vague a little bit as well. So it's like, KC, I'm trying to find it and trying to understand you and Anaya's point, but it's like I'm understanding where she's coming from, because it's like you're being a little vague versus for her to hear that you was rooting, like you was the only one rooting for Soul basically to stay. Like, that does seem a little weird, and I would think something is weird, right? I'm just like, you was the only one to fight for her? Okay. But she ends up telling him, do whatever you want. Just do whatever you want. And KC was just like, we're back in this cycle. It's Love Island. We have to meet other people and make new connections. So, we pick up with Zach and Kata talking. I'm sorry. He asked her how was her talk with Caleb. She said that it was good. She was really surprised that he chose her, right? And Zach goes, he was annoyed at the fact that Caleb kind of like beat him to the punch of like taking his shirt off and doing like a little sexy tease about it and kissing Kata. He says he wanted it to be special between them two. And Kata was like, I mean, it still was special. Basically, like, it still was special because it was you that was doing it, not him. And he's like, no, it doesn't matter. Like, you already done it now, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, you sound jealous. You sound jealous that she enjoyed the kiss and the whatever thing that he did with her in the challenge, she enjoyed it. Now you're upset. Boo-hoo, cry me a river. Then he goes into his confessional and he says that, you know, I'm not threatened, to be honest, but it's just if she's open to chats to him, then there's possibly like a slight crack and maybe a possibility of them. Sir, was it a small crack when you kept soft launching that you wanted, that if a bombshell was to come in here that you were going to go off and explore? Granted, you're right. Your right to choose to go and explore, but you have been soft launching that you're going to explore. Even after that hideaway, when y'all was humping in that hideaway, and not even 5 minutes after, you asking her, you're sure it's okay? Zach, don't piss me off. Kenzie ends up talking to Sincere and KC about them saying that she was lustful. KC says that she was the last person they were going to send home. They just said that because of the logic of what the girl said. Sincere says that they weren't trying to compare her to Gabe. They were trying to compare the experiences that both Gabe and Kenzie has had. I feel like Casey and Sincere lied to her just to placate her, because you are lustful, Kenzie. The way that you was moving around that villa between Caleb and Corbin, like, you were being lustful. You were literally the female, like, I don't want to say female because I hate saying that. You were literally the woman version of Gabe. I really just think they said that to placate her feelings, because they didn't want to look like the bad people for calling her lustful when she actually is. Am I missing something? You know what? I can't worry about it. I can't. So, after the conversation with Kenzie, Casey, and Sincere, Kata is trying to hug on Zach, be touchy-feely, and he's just like pushing her off. Like, she's trying to hug him around his neck, and he's like going under her arms and like getting her off of him like this, right? I already did like that. I said, oh, Zach. Oh, Zach. And she's like, what's wrong? And he was like, no, I was just thinking. And she was like, you're being weird now. You're stressing me. And he just kept saying, I just want to talk to Bryce. I just want to talk to Bryce. What do you need to talk to Bryce about? Seriously. Whatever. So then he ends up, or he tells her, as like she's trying to talk to him and stuff, he's like, go talk to Caleb. I'll go talk to Bryce. She said, you know what? Bye. She said, I'm going to bed, right? So Bryce and Zach tells Bryce, can I put you for a chat? So you didn't want to talk to the girl that you laying next to, that you didn't humped and all that up in the hideaway, but you want to talk to the, let me shut up. I'ma just keep, yeah, let me be quiet. He tells Bryce that Kata chatted with Caleb and now she's interested in more chats. Says that he's surprised. You're surprised because you thought you had her in the palm of your hand, and you don't. You did not think that she was going to be interested in talking to him like she wasn't interested in talking to your best buddy Bryce. So you said that, and now it's backfiring because she is interested in talking to him and he's actually interested in talking to her. You see what happens? Dummy. So Zach said that he's not annoyed that it's happening. He's just annoyed that he's just surprised that it's Caleb. Again, like I said, you thought you had that girl and you really don't got her like you thought you did. You're gonna be the one that end up hurt. He asks if he's not seeing something because he kissed her twice in the challenge. He just think that girl is bad. He think that girl is cute and he's interested in her. That's why he kissed her twice in the challenge. Good sir. Oh, you get on my nerves. Kenzie and Corbin are talking, and she's just telling him how she wants him to pull her more, and she doesn't want to be the first to initiate things, like to just kiss her and stuff like that. The whole time she's talking, he's like, like, so much disinterest on his face. I'm like, Kenzie, that man don't like you. That man don't like you no more. And he ends up asking her after, is there anything else that he's doing wrong? And in this moment, I low-key kind of took up for Kenzie a little bit, and even though y'all know I don't like the split bandit, but I took up for her a little bit because I'm like, wait a minute. She never said you were doing anything wrong. She's just expressing like her feelings and like things that she's observing that you're not doing. And it's just like, I would like for you to pull me more for chats. I would like for you to kiss me more. Like, I don't want to be the one to initiate things. So although I don't really like Kenzie, I understood exactly what she was saying. You just took it the wrong way. And girl, Kenzie, no. And then when she says that she's not trying to tell him what he's doing wrong, she's just trying to tell him how she feels, he then goes, so we good now. And it's like the smile dropped on her face because I feel like in that moment she realized like he not hearing me. But also that could have just been editing. But I'm just like, he don't like you no more, Kenzie. He don't. Especially after his boys didn't say that you was lustful. He not messing with you no more. Kenzie, Zach said, so in the midst of, I forgot to mention, Kata is trying to get Zach to talk to her. She comes from upstairs from talking with Melanie and stuff like that. So she's trying to talk to him. And she was like, can we go talk? And he's like, what? No, please. Can you say please? She said no. Because, come on. Like, you trying to show out in front of your friends. And I don't even like that. You over there trying to really cause a scene. And then you had the nerve to tell her that she was being aggressive. No, your ass had been passive aggressive all night. Ever since you and her had that conversation about, what's his face? Caleb and her, you been pissing. You being passive aggressive with her. So let's go talk. Then he wants to say in the midst of them talking that, well, if she's going to explore him, I might as well go and pull Melanie. I'm just like, what are we missing with the male thinking Kata? Because it just seems like to me that it sounded like, I don't want to say a threat, but a more so of, okay, well, if you're going to go talk to him, I'm going to go talk to Mel. I'm like, is that supposed to hurt her feelings or something? And she was like, I mean, I would be upset, but there's like 10 other girls here that you can do that with. It's like, we missing something. We got to, because that don't make no sense to me. Everybody starts to get ready for bed. Caleb ends up telling Corbin that Kata is interested in talking to her, and he's still interested in talking to him. So, he's still interested in talking to her. So, Corbin, what did I write? Corbin just tells him to explore it, get up on it. Trendy ends up telling the girls that KC ended up rubbing her the wrong way when he said that he was surprised that Trendy and Bryce was one of the favorited couples, right? And the girls was just like, he said that? Like, why would he say that, right? Then it cuts to Corbin talking to Bryce. Corbin is pissy because Corbin is mad because he thinks Kenzie think he don't like her. That's not what that girl said. That ain't what she just said. She hope you do more, or she wants you to do more. And then nowhere in that sentence did she say that you don't like her. Corbin, you don't like her simply because you let the men change your mind because they said that she was lusty. Your whole tune changed. Like, it did. I'm sorry. Sincere ends up asking KC if he wants to fix it. He says he can't fix post-trauma shit. Okay, KC. I'm not gonna lie, that rubbed me the wrong way and that pissed me off. Cause I'm just like, you're being vague with that girl. Like, it is that simple. So, everybody starts getting into bed. Anaya gets into the bed, and KC start asking everybody if they good. Everybody good? Y'all good? You good? He good? She good? Everybody good? I'm like, Anaya, you shut the hell up. Cause you shut the hell up. And so I thought that moment was cute because even like the people in the room, like they were laughing like that. I feel like that was a cute moment for everybody. She turns over, then he's like, nah, right? Everybody cuts to everybody sleep and stuff like that. Well, I'm sorry. Before then, Trendy tells, I wrote Bruce. That boy name is Bryce. Trendy told Bryce, he be showing his little Peter Whacker to everybody but her. And Trendy was like, I want to see. And he showed her. And she was like, oh, it's cute. I cannot. Trendy had me cracking up this whole episode. So the next morning comes around, right? Trendy comes in the glam room and asks who was doing French fries. Now, I am older Gen Z. I'm 26, so I was born in 2000. I'm not that old. I'm older Gen Z. But baby, what are French fries? I'm gonna use my context clues. You know, people don't know about context clues. I'm gonna use my context clues, and I'm gonna say it's something sexual. Maybe inserting fingers into places. Maybe that. But I'm just like, Auntie getting too old. I'm 26. I'm 26. I'm trying to figure out what French fries is. And of course, it was Kenzie and Corbin. They was over there getting freaky. Caleb ends up asking Zach if he wishes during breakfast, Caleb asks Zach if he wishes that he would have went about talking to Kata differently. Zach tries to reassure him, like, no, it's nothing on you, like X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. Lie. But then I'm just trying to figure out too, like, why does it matter? You're a bombshell. You're still a bombshell until Casa gets here. Step on people's toes. You don't need to go ask him should you have approached it differently. Even after the fact, he told you to go and explore her. Child, please. All of the girls get breakfast besides Kata. Zach says that he didn't have time. Zach, you punk. I'm not messing with it. I did not like his vibe this entire episode. Hated it. Right? Mel and Anaya are talking. Mel really likes Sincere, and she says she doesn't know if she wants to close off officially. She's thinking about it, stuff like that. Anytime we hear that, we already know Casa is around the corner, right? She ends up saying that she cannot remember the last time that she looked at somebody like she looks at Sincere and feeling the butterflies stuff. And I'm just like, Mel, is this vibes you vibing off of with him? Because I feel like that has been your dating record. Could be wrong though, but I guess Anaya says she's happy for her and stuff like that. So let's see how the rest of this episode can play out. We see Anaya, Trent, and Mela talking, right? And they were asking her about the Casey thing, and she was just like, she said how, you know, he was the one that was fighting for her, and how Casey was saying that she deserved another chance. And she was like, I understand that. And before she could finish, Melanie was like, I mean, but that will also piss me the fuck off too. Even Trinity agreed. I'm like, let's stop acting like that. When you find out that he was like, when you find out your man was the only one fighting for somebody else to stay, the same man who told you that he wasn't interested in exploring her, it's just like, no, that will raise some red flags. Just you know, just a little bit. And so she says, like, I'm not stopping you from exploring. And she basically was like, you know, my reaction is stopping you from exploring. You're a grown ass man. You are absolutely a grown ass man, because it cuts to him and Sincere talking, and he's like, well, if you don't let me explore, how am I supposed to know that I really fuck with you or something like that? And I'm just like, what do you mean let you explore? You are grown. You are grown. Nobody should be letting you do anything. Somebody's reaction should not stop you from exploring. You a grown ass man, right? So be a grown ass man and still explore. If she gets upset, she's going to get upset. Nobody is going to be happy that their couple is exploring and talking to different people. Look at Zach and Kata. Mind you, he was the one who told Caleb to go and talk to her. Like, are we okay? And Sincere doing one of his metaphors with ice cream. And KC was like, you know, look at you and Mel, like that situation, and I mean, it needed to happen. And then he says that if he would have done that, he knew Anaya wasn't gonna take him back. So you're not exploring because you feel like the way that you're going to explore that she's not gonna want to take you back. That's her prerogative, because depending on how you explore and you show your ass when you explore, she has every right not to want to be back with you or couple up with you. You have a right to go and explore. She also has a right of, depending on how you explore, she might not put you again. Because if you definitely pull what Sincere pulled, she probably not gonna take you back, because that nigga was lying. He was omitting information, sneaking Soul around. Like, of course, if you do what he does, you're not gonna get Anaya back. After those conversations, everybody spreads out. They're doing their own thing, right? Well, Anaya, Mela, and Sincere were talking, and all of a sudden, ding, I got a text, right? Anaya had got a text. Basically, they're doing a heart rate challenge tonight, right? Or so the girls think, right? So everybody is getting ready. They getting their costumes. They practicing. The boys are down there. They're practicing. They're, you know, in their rooms practicing and, you know, getting ready and stuff, right? I'm sorry. Side note, Melanie had me screaming when she had that hotel outfit on and she said she was Mr. Mosby. If you, like I said, I'm older Gen Z, so I was on that Disney Channel, baby. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Mr. Mosby sent me. I'm sorry, it did. Oh, very well. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway. The guys end up getting the text. Guess what? Pack y'all. Y'all are going to Casa Amor. Casa. They excited, running down the stuff, right? They get to Casa. Once they get to Casa, all hell is about to break loose. Cause them women they got for Casa, bad, okay? And production messy because they had the girls come down, do all of that, got this gigantic ass box in the middle. All the girls was like, I know all the boys not in there. Let's put on the show. Woo, 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 woo. Until that thing dropped. And they see, welcome to Casa Amor with a TV monitor in that thing. I said, oh, messy. So, unbeknownst to the guys, they're on a live stream. And the girls can see and hear everything that is going on in that place. Messy. Let's get into it. Okay, so these girls, they ate, right? So the first one is Amorrr. Bad. She black, she real thick, real cute. She's a student, she's 21, and she's from ATL. The order that this goes in is Caleb, Bryce, Zach, KC, Corbin, and Sincere, right? So she goes to Caleb first, did her thing. She goes to Bryce next, did her thing. She got to Zach, did her thing as well. She actually ends up matching Zach. He is a firefighter, so is she. She ends up asking KC what's his favorite position. He say doggy, and they get to going. He overly going, which we knew he was gonna do, right? Corbin was next, Kenzie was losing her mind, and Sincere was last. Paramata, I think I said her name right. Paramata she real bad. She's 27. She's from San Antonio, Texas. Shout out to Texas. And born in Iran, and she's a personal trainer. Zach says that he's cooked because that's his exact type to the T. I think Caleb actually liked her, baby. He was into her little kiss that she was doing. Bryce was next. When it came to Zach and Zach turned, Caleb starts to cry because they were really into it, and we know that that's most likely his type, right? Corbin says that he's in trouble, and he starts sticking his tongue out, and Trinity was like, put your tongue back in your mouth. We could have sent your ass home. Y'all should have, actually. The next person, after her, Corbin says that he's coming back with somebody different. Kenzie is pissed. The women are pissed. Mind you, they can hear and see everything that those guys are doing right there on the couch, and he said that right on the couch. Jaden is next. She was real pretty, real cute, okay? She's 22. She's from Cali. She was grinding all on Caleb and stuff. I said, oh, okay. Bryce's kiss was very brief. It was like, it ended before it already started. Zach ends up dropping his hard hat and ends up saying that that's not the only thing that's hard. Right? And I said, ooh, Caleb finna get your ass. Casey kisses her, and as he's kissing her, him and Corbin are doing spirit fingers and shit. I'm like, how lame. Like, spirit fingers, like, y'all look so lame doing it. She handcuffs Corbin, but all they did was kiss. I'm like, baby, where's the lap dances? Okay, Tiara, bad, okay? She says she falls really fast and hard, and she really likes KC. So, with her preferencing this, if she starts to act territorial, are y'all gonna say the same thing that y'all said about Anaya? Because I feel like when you say that you fall really fast and hard, this could end in a lot of ways. Some good, some not so good. Let's see where this goes. Trinity says that she's T. I love how she's, you know, she's a girly. And Jen ends up saying they got the better outfits. They actually did. She actually started giving lap dances. I was like, girl, you better work, because everybody else came out here and kissed. Didn't nobody do a dance or nothing. She was on Bryce, and he can't even handle her. And Trent was like, he's so scrawny, I'm irritated. I was like, girl, you been on that man was scrawny. But she did say she got the ick. Kata, she goes to Zach and starts dancing on Zach. Kata says Zach can't even handle all of that, which he can't. She got to KC, threw it back on KC, okay? And Mel tells them just let them have their fun. And then she was ready to change the channel. After she got down the line to Sincere, she pulled KC again, set him on the floor, and gave him a lap dance on that itchy ass grass they got. Right? It was cute. After her, the guys were talking, right? I just felt KC, this was a little lame. He talking about first day, wasn't nobody behind my door. I got aura in the I got aura in Casa. Yeah, like I don't know, that didn't. You a grown ass man, you got aura, you feel like you got aura now in Casa. So in the OG villa, you just know you not that nigga, but you that nigga in Casa. And okay, oh no, that was just a little lame to me. You a grown ass man. Anaya ends up saying KC and Corbin gives loser with this challenge a little bit, because it just seemed like they were just all of them were just acting like they ain't never seen ass before. And it was just, I don't know, I feel like the boys always be doing a lot, like they be overly horny. I was like, ugh, okay. So up next is Sydney. She bad too. She a black lady. She's 25. She's from Florida. She's a medical assistant in cardiology. Her and KC might hit it off with being like in the medical field and stuff like that. Caleb might actually like her. She you know, she was doing her little thing on him and stuff too. Trinity was funny as hell talking about they found a dupe of her. They did look alike. She just didn't have trend, you know, boobs. But she went down the line, did her biggest one. She gets to Sincere and she says Sincere looks like Lord Farquaad. Lord Farquaad. And then he's talking about, I'll be anything you want me to. No, babe, she shaded you. I don't think any of them girls like Sincere. I'm sorry, that was funny. But she doubles back to KC. Now Anaya, she says she's activated. She's like, y'all, no more nice Naya, da da da. I truly believe my girlfriend to turn up. Let's turn up. At the end of this, they get a text to say that was the end of the show, and that they'll be spending a few days in Casa. Melanie is calm, cool as a cucumber, and she say, do your big one. Matter of fact, do your biggest one, baby, because me and my girls, we gunning. Kata, I need Kata, Trinity, Anaya, and Melanie to turn up in Casa. Turn up in Casa. The way y'all just seen them boys run amok and act a fool, y'all better tee it up. I'm not playing with y'all. I will fly to Fiji myself and give y'all some pointers. Do your biggest one. You hear me? So after the ladies get done with their doing what they do, they go and they meet the men, right? Everybody shaking hands. I'm like, y'all was just shaking ass and swapping spit and stuff, and y'all just shaking hands. How funny, how ironic. The girls and guys swap out. As the guys are getting ready for their lap dances, they cut to the girls, and I really enjoy how this season it's like, it almost feels like we're getting to know them more, instead of just thinking of them as Casa Amor girls coming in and disrupting shit that's going on. It's like we're getting to know more about them, and I really, really enjoy that. Found out a little bit more. I can't not remember for everybody, but I know Amorrr, she said that she was a student, but she's doing like fashion design and like marketing and branding, I believe. Tiara is actually a nanny. She's from LA, but she's currently in Inglewood at the moment. What else? Alana I forgot about Alana. She had angel wings. Moral of the story, she didn't kiss none of the black men. She gave them a little 1-2, but that was it. Word on the curb is, allegedly, there's a video of her saying the N-word. So, girl, if that's true, sayonara, you finna go. Unless you already gone now. She's in like film school, and I think paramodel was like, okay, but like, what are you studying? She was like, girl, I'm in film school. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's more things to study in film school, but I don't know. That's just me having experience as an advisor and admissions. I'm like, I'm pretty sure film schools have more than just you filming, right? The guys came in, did their biggest ones, the ones that we knew that was gonna do the most. KC, Corbin, Zach, everybody did their biggest one. Tore that place up. You hear me? The ladies are making grilled cheese sandwiches, and the Casa ladies was like, oh, it's Casa. And it was like, oh, what if we're loud so they can hear us? What if we get the villa to hear us? So the girl cut to the villa with OG girls. They're making themselves food. They all trying to hype themselves up, telling them stuff that they want to hear, themselves stuff they want to hear, so they can get up out that funky mood, funky feeling. KC was like, I know it's cooked for me. Anaya was like, I know it's cooked for me and KC. Kenzie was like, I'm never having a conversation with Corbin. So Kenzie and Kata decide to take it upon themselves and go and scream F you to the Casa house. And they so loud, Casa girls hear them, and they're like, I'm scared. You scared after y'all just said you wanted the OG villa to hear y'all? Girl, pray if you're scared. Don't come in here with all that. Don't come in here trying to backtrack. But yeah, y'all, that was the end of the first Casa Amor episode. Tell me what y'all think, because the ladies, they getting 12 men's coming in. Love Island, that preview too, it seemed like the men finna get shook up over there in Villa, because they got the 12 men coming in on a boat. That the boat is passing the Casa house. Yeah. Y'all get down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. When you share, tell a friend that we be over here talking about love. All right? See y'all later. Peace.